Right, as you can see on the board, I've listed my top five favourite sports, and I've given some honourable mentions. And I'll go through the honourable mentions at the bottom. Golf and cycling come right at the bottom. Golf has been declining for a while in my book because of the less TV coverage on free-to-air TV. It's all pay-per-view. Viewership is falling, investment's falling, golf courses are now shutting, not opening. And it's seen as a very elitist sport as well. Cycling has been beset by doping scandals since Lance Armstrong. Obviously, the Chris Froome stuff this week has probably not helped its image. The Tour de France has started, and that may move back up. Could move back up out of the honourable mentions into the top five, but it's got a long way to go to rebuild the confidence. And listening to some of the responses from some of the viewers, it's a split opinion on cycling. AFL also has had doping scandals as well, and they're making it hard. Outside of Australia, it's almost impossible to watch it because of copyright violations. It's falling down because it's not getting the worldwide audience it deserves. They've got some supreme athletes in this sport. Tennis is where it is because we get 2 out of the 4 Grand Slams free to air on British TV. So half of the tennis big tournaments are shown live on British TV, including Wimbledon and the French Open. So tennis is hovering at 6. Could go up though. So if it's the review next year, it could be in the top 5. Now, the one at number 5 is going to surprise a hell of a lot of people, and that is football and soccer. There's been too many negatives about the sport in the last 10, 15 years than positives for me. And there's a variety of reasons. Both club and international football has had some scandal to it. The scandals at UEFA and FIFA haven't helped. If anything, they've damaged the sport. But this World Cup is actually bumping it up. Surprisingly, it's going to go up the list for next year, as it currently stands. Cricket, the governance issues in these two sports are prevalent now, and that's why cricket's at 4. But because it's not on free-to-air TV at the moment, it's slipping down. You don't get any cricket on free-to-air TV, so that's where football and cricket could swap round very, very quickly. Although there is a World Cup next year, there's going to be some free-to-air games coming back, which is really, really important to make it more accessible because there is an issue with declining revenues in cricket. And there are issues with scandal in cricket, which is not good. Third place by itself, and this covers a variety of motorsports, is motorsport. The ones I really like, and I watch most motorsport, is rallying, the touring cars, NASCAR, so any stock car racing, touring car, saloon car racing, and any superbike TT racing. Love the stuff. Love it, but it's not my favourite. I've got mates who do superbikes, I've got mates who do the touring cars and work on that, I've got mates who do rallying and work on that as well. I could have even put down motocross. I'm going to put down motocross because one of my mates does race motocross. I'm not as big a fan of supercross, but it is, it's an all year round thing. So yeah, they're the motorsports that I follow. Now that's a separate third. Second, rugby league and rugby union split. I like both codes of rugby, and that's confusing for some new fans to, just rugby. They're not aware there's 2 types, and they are 2 distinct types. Rugby union, 15-a-side, also the 7s format, and rugby league, 13-a-side or the 9s format. More rugby league is available free to air club games, because that's the Challenge Cup on British TV. Rugby union, we get the 6 Nations, the Autumn Internationals, and we get the World Cup free to air. Same with rugby league. But regular club games, there's very few free to air. There's a few in rugby union, there's a few in rugby league, so they could do better in attracting more fans by making it more accessible. Again, pay-per-view sports restricting access, which is a massive problem. But my favourite sport is ice hockey, and that obviously includes the NHL, and there's a reason for that. These guys, I live right by the ice rink. I like ice rink. 5-minute ride on my motorbike, 20-minute walk. I saw every single home game last year of this team, and that's bumped it up the list. Plus, I have found ways to keep up with the NHL online. My favourite sport by a mile. You will notice they play hurt, sometimes they play hurt, they fake being hurt. Again, the simulation, the histrionics, the faking. Neymar, for example, in football, it's why it's as low as it is. If players actually played hurt rather than pretending being hurt, I think it would be much, much higher on the list. But there we go. There's my 5 favourite sports, plus my honourable mentions. Ice hockey is a clear leader followed by both codes of rugby, motorsports by itself. These two could swap round, and the honourable mentions, tennis could get in there. AFL, cycling and golf, they're going to possibly drop off completely, and I might even stop watching them. It all depends on this Tour de France, who wins it. If there's any more controversy with this Tour de France, cycling may be bumped off, and I might call that a day. So 6th place tennis, and the honourable mentions could get in the top 5. If I was to do this review in a month's time, 2 months' time, it may completely change. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below. What are your top 5 favourite sports? Are you surprised by any of my selections? I'd like to hear from you, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.